I want to declare something.
Okay.
I think Derby Day, the Kentucky Derby, is one of my top three. Like, I'm gonna call it a holiday that I experience as a person.
I
I
didn't even know
love
it was
that.
happening. Didn't even know
I
it was
love.
happening.
I love that day that much.
Oh, I think that would be really fun to be in the infield of it. I don't like the looking at like I just don't like that we always focus on like the celebrities that are at something. Like the real fun is in the infield and in the cheap seats. We need to focus on that more and less on the famous people. I'm sick of all that crap.
I did think it was a little weird that Simone Biles like introduced like the riders, the call to your horses, and I was like, what does she have to do with anything other than
That's like the
she's
most. It's interesting to me that that's the most famous person they can get. That's about a year too late for that. Like she should have been doing it before the Summer Olympics. Anyway, I'm not getting into the Kentucky Derby with you. I
yes.
have important questions.
Well, it's a fantastic event. Anyways, what
Okay.
are your questions? Let's do it.
If I name a U.S. Okay, hold on, my thing messed up. All right, there we go. Come back. Come back. This is crucial. Oh, what a piece of crap.
Let
Usually
me
it's your stuff too. It's not usually
let me
mine.
call tech. Let me call
There we go.
our IT people.
There we go. Okay. All right, getting started. If I name a U.S. city with over 100,000 people, can you name what state it's in?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. All right. Plano,
Texas,
Spokane,
Washington.
Rochester.
I'm gonna say New York.
Minnesota. Actually, I think there's two. So that maybe it might have been a little bit of a trick question. I was thinking
Okay.
Rochester, Minnesota. Mobile.
Alabama.
Man, okay, can you think of any to quiz me on? Because I would say that I could probably get 80 to 90% of them.
Yeah, I would go. I could probably do 90 to 95. I mean, I'd have to look up a list. I mean, I don't know any obscure ones off the top of my head.
Fresno,
California,
Topeka.
Kansas. That's
Oh,
100,000 people there.
oh yeah. 100,000 people is not really a big city. And I feel like suburbs don't
Let's
count.
see. Um,
You
Hold
can't
on
name
now.
like Kent, Washington, which is a sub. I live in Seattle. Kent, Washington is a suburb of Seattle. Like that doesn't count.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty confident that I could.
Des
I would
Moines.
even Iowa. I would even go that I could probably get all of them. To be honest with you,
There'd be a Montpelier.
is that? I just forget which
Mm.
state that's in. Is that
Yeah, it's the forgetting
Vermont?
exactly. Yeah, it's Vermont. It's forgetting
Okay.
exactly which state that it's in is the pro. Like there's a. I would say that if out of 100, I could probably get 95 or 96 of them. There'd be a couple that trip me up, but not
Like
very many.
like I'm gonna. Okay, here's one that I wouldn't get. Gresham.
Oh, maybe North Carolina.
No, Oregon. Like I wouldn't have gotten that.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
know
that's
that.
one I wouldn't. There's probably a couple that you couldn't think
Yeah,
of.
like I thought when you giving me Plano was pretty easy, but if I go uh Killeen,
Iowa?
Texas, but like
Oh, but Texas, I feel like Texas probably has the most cities of over 100,000 that you couldn't name.
I'm actually kind of surprised about how many, but also how few cities there are with over 100,000 people. Michigan only has 7 cities that have 100,000 people or more.
That's a lot of people, man. And I've
I
lived
mean,
in small towns, and being from Kansas. Like I'm born in a town of 25, 30,000, and I've seen some towns that are like 1,000 people. That's pretty crazy. Grand
I've
Junction.
is that
Ooh,
Colorado?
Colorado.
Yeah,
Santa Fe. That's too easy.
yeah, that's too. I mean, New Mexico. If you really wondering if I knew it.
Okay.
Here's one for you. Garden Grove,
That sounds like New York.
California.
Oh, okay.
Like, I wouldn't have got that one.
Ooh, I got one. Edmonds.
I have really no idea.
Oklahoma.
Oh, yeah. So here's a question, a follow-up question to your question. Having lived the life that you have now and knowing what you know, are you happy to live in a big city, or would you change it and move to a small city?
I would live in a big city. I think that it's good to be from a small city, but I think life is overall better in a big city. There's just more competition. And I think when you live in a small place, you don't really realize how many opportunities that you're missing. Because not only are there things that you can't necessarily do because there's just not the population, they don't have like the resources and that kind of things, but you also don't have the competition that's there. So you never really find out if you're good at something or not.
So really, you're saying that us city folk are much better than you country folk. It's harder. It's harder to live being a city folk.
It's definitely like you have to be, it's harder to live in a big city. Yeah, I mean, I'm from a small place. I've lived in small places and I've lived in big cities, and it's harder to live in a big city. You have to be a little bit, you have to be a better version of yourself in a big city because there's more competition. And there's also everything's like driving. You have to be a much better driver to live in a big city. Like it's just more complicated when you've got to watch out for pedestrians and this street goes this way and that street goes that way and where are you, as opposed to a place where there's like one stoplight. Like you have to be a better driver. I think a big city forces you to be a better version of yourself.
Wow, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't know if I would go that far, but that's impressive.
Well, I would go that far. I've lived in small cities. I think a big city forces you to be a better version of yourself. Now, maybe not like in terms of personal relationships, but in terms of being able to exist in the world, a big city makes you be a better version of yourself.
Do you have a second question?
No, I don't.
If there's a city that
Why are you popping
could,
your collar like that? That's my another question like that.
it
That's
just looked
ridiculous.
a little off to me. It just looked a little off to me. I don't know.
Yeah, you pop it in even more.
It's May in Michigan, and it's literally 41 degrees outside with wind.
All right, and here we are, 7 minutes and 52 seconds into the episode. John has mentioned weather.
I wasn't going to mention weather or my basement.
Now you've mentioned it twice.
I mean, weather is important. I'm getting older.
Like the weather, okay, great. What do you want me to do about it? What
Nothing.
Do you expect
I just
me
want
to do
you
when you say it's 40 degrees in Michigan.
Well, you were asking me why I was
What's
popping my collar.
What's
I'm
the
wearing
temperature in Tallahassee?
I'm wearing. It's probably like 72 today. I'm wearing a quarter zip because it's cold outside, and I popped my collar because I'm wearing the quarter zip. Okay. You asked the question.
I didn't really want the answer.
Well, you got the answer.
Sometimes you can ask a question, and it's more about the question, and you don't really need the answer.
That's what a narcissist would say. What are you drinking? Is that whiskey?
Soda.
Oh. All right, let's give some shout-outs. RJ Baldinelli, Emiliano Botello, Johnny Sofran, Chris Welch, Livy Costello, Daniel Galinia, Liam Kelly, Lizardo Velarde, Sam...
Lizardo Velarde. Okay, that's good. Whatever.
Sam Woodward, Nakia Dynamo, Jimmy Dickens. Have to be
Jimmy
careful
Dick.
there. Jonathan Madison, Tari Stevenson, Riley Perch, and Ron Harrow. Appreciate all of you this week.
I'm just going to be throwing out random names of cities throughout the episode and see if you can guess which one it is. Or see if you can guess the state.
All right. Well, let's. I got a couple of topics here I want to get your opinion on.
Okay.
Did you happen? So obviously the
Pensacola.
Pope, Florida. Obviously the Pope died, right?
Yeah.
Did you see what our president posted? The graphic, and for those of you out there that may not have seen it, he posted a picture of himself, an AI generated image of himself as the Pope, and. I don't know why you would do that, but this man clearly has no limits and does not give a shit about offending anybody.
I think the difficulty that I have with him, okay, put the politics aside and all those kinds of things, is that he runs the country like this is some sort of TV show.
Yeah.
This isn't the way that you want to run the country. Like, this isn't a TV show. And I feel like the way that he behaves is acting as if things are for ratings. Like, how can I get the people stirred up? How can I get the people to tune in? Like, I don't want you running the country like it's a TV show. I want you running the country like someone who is elected to run the country.
I mean, you're absolutely right. I don't know. I just brought up the Pope image again. I can't get it out of my. I mean, I'm not Catholic nor super religious, but I mean, you offended 1.2 billion people by posting that. Like,
yeah, right. Like, that's the great irony of it to me. I am Catholic.
Like,
all right. Well, I'm not a practicing Catholic, but I was raised Catholic, and like the Pope is the Pope.
Is Tom Hanks your hero?
No.
Remember he played what's his face in the series of movies, Angels and Demons, Da Vinci Code,
or
yeah,
something like that. No, I mean, did you know that the same actor who played Wilson in Castaway was also in both of the Top Gun movies?
My first immediate thought is there was an actor that had to play the volleyball.
Oh, you picked up on that quick. God, you're look at you. You're so
What?
You're Eugene.
Ooh. I'm gonna say Oregon, but I almost thought it would be Washington.
It's close. Portland
Oregon.
and Washington. There's also a Portland, Washington. 1,000, I believe.
So
Dover.
last thing, Delaware.
God.
On the Trump thing, did you also see that he plans on cutting funding for PBS? I mean,
yeah.
just come on, man.
I really think the problem is that if the whole goal of your administration is to own the libs, like that's not, and that's why for me, okay, let's to go into the politics of it. This is why for people who are on the other side of things, like they're never really going to turn on him because it doesn't have anything to do with him, right? It has to do with owning the libs. And if they don't care if they eat a shit sandwich, the point is for you to smell it. And as long as you have to smell it, it's worth it to them.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Can you believe that we started this podcast during his first presidency, and here we are?
Oh, we did, didn't we? 2018.
8 years later.
Nothing
All right.
Right?
We are recording on May the 4th, so I do have a Star Wars question for you.
Okay.
Assuming that Yoda and Darth Vader are the supreme beings of the franchise,
Okay.
who wins in an actual street fight between them two?
Darth Vader. More powerful. The problem with Darth Vader is that he lost some significant amount of his force potential when he lost some of his limbs. Or there's also a debate if maybe he lost some of his force potential because of his mental state, that he just wasn't in a mental position where he could access it anymore. So Yoda would win that fight. He's significantly more powerful than Darth Vader. Yoda's going to take that.
I don't know why, and if somebody out there picked up on this too, I thought when you said force, you were saying foreskin for some reason.
Oh, I don't know why you think that.
I don't know why. Are you doing anything?
Anakin probably would have taken Yoda if he would have realized his potential. Anakin would have rocked Yoda, but not Darth Vader. Darth Vader didn't have what it takes.
I don't know why I wrote this down. Jar Jar Binks or Jabba the Hutt?
Oh, Jabba the Hutt.
You think?
Oh, in a fight?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Jabba the Hutt, man. He's huge. What are you going to do to him? I mean,
but
he did lose by, like, getting choked out by a 115-pound person. But
I was going to say, can
Jabba
he
the
run?
Hutt in his prime, Jar Jar Binks got nothing.
Are there any other days that are designated for movies like Star Wars, like May the 4th is? I was trying to think of any.
I don't think so. I don't think that there's any other day that's... Well, I mean, maybe you could say A Christmas Story on Christmas Day. But that's more
Yeah,
kind of a tradition than like an official designation, I feel like.
I just feel like it's this is worldwide. 305, Mr. Worldwide. Whatever happened to Pitbull? Is he still around?
He got old and he's like 40, man. You can't keep up that lifestyle at like 40. You're no longer Mr. Worldwide. You're now Mr. Backyard.
Yeah, you're Mr. Miami, whatever his address is.
You're
Like,
Mr. Neighborhood at that point, right? You're Mr. 5806
yeah.
because that's just where you're staying.
All right. Well,
Cheyenne.
Wyoming.
God.
Are you excited? Because you know what today is, right?
Oh, we're moving that fast through it, huh?
I mean, it's already been we're going on 20 minutes already.
All right. Oh wait. That's the best one.
Let me.
I screwed up. It's time. The outlaw candle connoisseur rides again. Candle of the month.
I gotta take off my glasses for this one.
Please do.
No, it makes me look way dumber. So this is probably the most.
Do you feel smarter when you put on your glasses? Like when you put on the glasses, do you feel slightly smarter or slightly dumber?
Smarter.
Could you not butcher saying the word smarter?
Smarter. Well, I was thinking I don't feel like I look smart at all, but I guess I'll answer your question honestly and say smarter, I suppose.
Take them off. Oh yeah, you look smarter with glasses on.
Thanks.
Oh yeah.
Thanks. All right.
How lazy is the person who came up with Superman's secret identity of Clark Kent? Like, how lazy is that? Right? Like, Batman at least has a mask. Like, what are they gonna do for Superman? Or just have him put glasses on? Shouldn't we do more than that? No, don't. No one's gonna figure this out. Like, what kind of world is that? How ridiculous is it? That's the single most ridiculous thing about Superman, is the idea that no one would be able to figure out that Superman and Clark Kent are the same person. Like, no one would be able to look at them and say, oh man, I don't know.
I mean, I feel like that's kind of cool. He's a regular guy by day, flying superhero by night. I mean, Batman's similar, obviously, but
yeah, but at least Batman has a mask. Like,
listen,
Superman
the people
just
want to hear
puts
Candle of the
glasses
Month.
on.
All right.
Okay. All right.
So this is probably one of the more obscure companies I've ever gotten a candle from. I had never heard of them, and I like to think I know. Salina?
I don't think that's 100,000.
What? I probably wouldn't get. I don't know. I don't know where
It's
Salina
Kansas.
is.
I don't think it's quite 100,000.
Jesus. Anyways, so the Pacha Soap Company, PACHA, soap.com. Head over there. Once again, somebody in my life that listens to this podcast had obviously was looking around for some candles and found this company, and they're different. It's a different kind of company. They believe in more earthy usage for their candles. A lot of natural ingredients. None of their candles you're going to find are going to have any chemicals in them. They're all natural substances. So the candle of the month going into May here is The Coast.
Ooh.
Pacha Soap Company.
That's a good name. I like it.
It's a top, middle, bottom candle. So you're going to get top notes, middle notes, bottom notes, lemon, mint, and then a little bit of tree at the bottom. It's going to burn 16 to 25 hours. Basic stuff. Yeah, my first experience with the company, or I should say with the candle from the company, but I may go back and take a look at more. So check it out, The Coast, your candle of the month for May.
Okay, I mean, are most candles top, middle, bottom candles, or is that a rare thing?
I feel like you're going to come with some kind of sexual innuendo here.
I wasn't really. I just wanted to know. I mean, you dropped top, middle, bottom like it was a common piece of candle knowledge that everybody should have, and I wasn't aware of it.
So I'm going to go real deep here for 10 seconds, then I'll shut up.
Please do.
A lot of candles that are plant-based, which is what this company believes in, will, because they have more availability and more options to put different ingredients in, they will layer them, as where a lot of these mass-produced candles that have unnatural chemicals in them. They just put it all into a jar and, you know. But yeah, top, middle, bottom. That's your
Why, why do you
candle
know
language.
that? Like, why do you know that?
That's a good question. I don't know why I know that. I have no idea. Other than I think I looked it up one time because I was wondering. I probably looked up how they layer candles, and it came up, and yeah. So,
Okay.
um,
What's the latest candle controversy in the candle forums? Is there a big debate
uh,
over 2 versus 3 wicks?
no, there's a lot of talk about companies merging because of the tariffs and other things that our presidential administration is doing. So there's a lot of people who are claiming to be insiders on these forums saying,
Mmm.
I got a
Mmm.
memo, or I'm hearing that we might have to not have this fragrance anymore. Mall stores are gonna close. Things like that. So
Wow. Wow. Okay, so if you make a post in the candle forum, like I need a perspective on how active the candle forum is. If you make a post in the candle forum, how long before somebody responds? I'm not talking about a thumbs up or a thumbs down because that's easy. I'm talking about how long before you get a response.
I mean, obviously it depends on the content, but if
God.
if it's something that is, I mean, that's hard to say. I don't know. I mean, if it's something that's hot, 15 to 50 comments. I don't know why this is funny to you. Anyway, I don't.
What's the last topic in the candle comments? What's the last topic in the candle forums that you were like, "Ooh, ooh, I got to get in on this." You couldn't wait. Like your fingers were burning.
Uh, why? Somebody had posted something about it's called Hydrolite,
Mhm.
and apparently they are they're like sustainable candles. Like they can be,
Oh.
yeah, and like it's a candle that can grow into a plant,
Oh,
which is
okay. I mean, that
but
seems like a cool thing. Were people fired up about that? Are they like were they skeptical?
both. I mean, it's like any forum. You get your negative people, you get your positive people, you get your people that just don't answer. So,
Okay.
anyways,
This is
yeah,
the
no
part.
one cares.
No, this is the part of the show where I would like to remind people that John has in fact had sex with a woman 2 times.
At least twice.
At
At least
least
twice.
twice. At least twice.
At least
Verifiable.
twice. Yeah, we know for sure, for certain that that's the case.
Okay.
So,
All right.
anyways, check them out.
Are you ready for a top 5? What was the name of the candle again one more time?
The Coast, and it's by the Pacha Soap Company, Pacha.
Okay. All right. On a scale of 1 to 10, what are you going to give this particular candle?
I actually really enjoy this. I'm going to buy, from the company, because they have a lot of sense, and I really like the layered candles. So, anyways, yeah, let's move on.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So our top 5 is top 5 summer movies. What's your number 5?
So once again, I feel like I butchered the shit out of this list because I don't. I mean, what makes to me a summer movie is a movie that has a theme based around the summer, right? Not when it was released.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Like I think of summer when I think of the movie. Like in the top one, like I mean, I don't want to share my list ahead of time, but I think like there's a certain movie that when I think of a summer blockbuster, like that's really kind of the first movie that I think
All right. Well, then I think I did it right. All right. So my number 5, I went with Dirty Dancing.
of. I've never actually seen that movie and have no desire to see that movie.
Well, the quick 5 second synopsis is it's set at in the summer at like a retreat. Patrick Swayze falls in love with a dancer, and that's it. So
Yeah, but like I
five
saw
seconds.
something like something that I saw about that movie made
Summer house.
I've never seen the movie, but like somebody brings up a good point that the dad is cast as the villain, but really what if you think about it, like the dad is just trying not to have this older man hit on his daughter.
Yeah, I mean, when you look, I mean, all those '80s and '70s movies, when you look back at it, you could be like, and Dirty Dancing's definitely in there. I mean, I think she was supposed to be 16 or 17 at the time,
Right. And how old was he
and
supposed to be?
yeah, mid 20s, and he had a daughter already with by another woman. I mean, not to say that's anything, but I could see how the
Right.
dad could be a little, a little apprehensive.
Like maybe the dad. Like I like those kind of movies where when you think about it, maybe the villain isn't really the villain. Like, oh, maybe he was just like had a good point in that one. My number five is Point Break. The
I
original Point Break is a great summer movie. Surfing, football, the beach.
Oh my God, I think I may know your number one, and if it is what I think it is, I'm shutting my computer off, and just so you know.
Oh no, it's not. It's not. You probably think it's gonna be Caddyshack.
I know, I don't. I think it's something worse. I'll let you know if it doesn't come up at the end.
Oh, it's not Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
It
It's
can't
not.
be.
It can't be plain. No, that's the one holiday that I wouldn't associate Planes, Trains, and Automobiles with. Although Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is the perfect Thanksgiving and Christmas movie. It's your number
It
four.
is not. My number four. I wanted to put this as number one, but it's hard to put. I mean, my list is pretty jam packed. Anyways, my number four is Jaws.
Oh, I think that should be a little bit higher on the list.
I kind of do too, but I'm gonna put it at four because I already said it was four. So
The Sandlot.
S- s-
That's a good summer movie.
that's a great summer movie. There's a scene in that movie where there's like fireworks, and I think
Mm-hmm.
it's Unchained Melodies playing. Like that's a good choice. That's a solid choice.
I think any summer movie has to have fireworks in it. If there's fireworks in, that you can't be a summer movie if there's no fireworks.
Is there fireworks in Point Break?
Sure, there is. From the chemistry from Keanu Reeves' eyes.
I mean, I give you credit for just putting a Keanu movie in here. Like, well
Is
done.
Keanu Reeves a good actor, or do you just like him as a person?
Wow, this is weird you'd say that. I was literally just having this conversation last night, actually, about like actors that are they really good actors or did like The Rock, right? He's not a good actor,
Not a good actor.
but he's made billions of dollars. This we were basically me and a buddy we were talking about Keanu Reeves versus Vin Diesel,
Oh, that's not even a competition.
but it,
That's
but
like
at
chocolate against grapefruit.
but at the core of them, they're both not very good actors.
No, I wouldn't even make an argument that Keanu Reeves is an actor. I mean, is he acting? Like, I don't mean any
It,
offense to the guy. Like, he seems like a great guy.
it was also brought up the better comparison is maybe Brendan Fraser to Keanu Reeves,
Well, but Brendan Fraser's a good actor. You could make an
which
argument Brendan Fraser in his early movies, like The Mummy, was that really acting, or was he kind of just being himself? But like him in The Whale, I think was a really good. But then every actor has that person that maybe is like Mickey Rourke in The Wrestler, where it's kind of like, oh, you really just maybe you were just kind of playing an actor, a role that was actually really synonymous with the time in your life. Like, oh, you
which
nailed that because that's what you were experiencing.
I've never seen Point Break. I feel like I need to go see it now.
Solid movie. Solid movie.
All right, my number my number three is Grease.
I've never seen that movie. And I don't know why a man would watch that movie, to be honest with you. I could never just be sitting there being like, ooh, here comes the dancing scene.
I mean, it's a good movie for. I mean, it's one of the more well-known, theatrical movies I think ever released.
Okay.
Theater-ish movies, not theatrical. Theater
I don't
movies
know
ever
what that
released.
means.
Stage
Dazed,
play, I don't know.
Dazed and Confused. My number three is Dazed and Confused.
That gets an honorable mention for me. I mean, it's culturally amazing, but I don't know if it rises to the level of being on my list.
Poughkeepsie.
Fuck, I know this too. God dang it. It's not Pennsylvania.
I don't even know how to spell it to even look it up.
Uh, God dang it.
Poughkeepsie. I can't.
It's,
Oh,
it's
ooh. Okay. It's from one state, but you think it should be another state.
I mean,
You want a
I feel
hint?
like it's well, I feel like it's Northeast state. It's either Pennsylvania, New York.
New York. It's
Oh,
also up there with like Schenectady. Words that you're not entirely like. Ooh, that's a good name.
so
Poughkeepsie.
so basically, like how I try to say names every week.
Mm-hmm.
Schenectady.
Schenectady. Oh wait, where are we on your number two? It's your number two.
Are we on my number two? Yeah, we're on my number two. So I have a tie just because I wanted to get this one movie in at least. But I have Smokey and the Bandit.
Oh, I don't know how that's a summer movie though. Really, it's a great movie. I love that movie. Eastbound and down.
And
Looking.
and I went with Friday the 13th.
Oh, is that a summer movie? I can't watch scary movies, so.
Yeah, it's set at a summer camp, and I just no matter whether you watch it or not, everyone knows that, right? Everyone knows Jason, Freddy, and Michael Myers, no matter and yeah, it's just I actually haven't seen the original Friday the 13th in 25 years, I bet, but
Okay, I've never seen it at all. I thought about putting Scream on there for some reason.
Ooh.
I felt like Scream was a potential summer movie.
I don't know. I mean, it's definitely based in a warmer area. I don't know what time of year it was supposed to be.
My number two is Independence Day.
Ah, that's my number one.
I thought Independence Day could make a very strong run at number one summer movie because honestly, when I think of summer movies, the first thing I think of is Independence Day. But I think Jaws is ultimately the best summer movie. I think, or the biggest summer movie. I think Jaws is a bigger cultural movie than Independence Day. That's why I put Jaws as my number one for summer movies.
I don't know if I believe that. I mean, you have a shark terrorizing a beach, or Randy Quaid and Bill Pullman, Will Smith saving the world. I mean, come on now.
They kind of brought down Independence Day with the new one. Kind of brought it down.
I have not seen the new one, and I'm not upset that I haven't not seen it.
Somebody in the comments mentioned Thunderbolts as a very good movie. I think that maybe it may be a very good movie, but it's too early, right? Like you can't put that on a list yet, just because it hasn't had time to age like wine. But I've heard good things about that movie.
I think if you're gonna say something's the best, yeah, you need to give it a little time, though. Good suggestion.
Yeah, it has to be from last year, or it has to have won like an award or something like that. What's on your honorable mention?
I do have a few. The Sandlots. I Know What You Did Last Summer, just because it literally has the name Summer in it.
Summer in the title.
Roadhouse.
I don't think of that as a summer movie, but
the old
maybe
one,
maybe it can get into summer movie contention simply because Point Break is a summer movie, and the same guy who was in Roadhouse is in Point Break. Like okay.
I mean, I just wait. Who's in Point Break that's in Roadhouse? Isn't
it Patrick Swayze?
I don't know. I've never seen I've never seen Point Break.
Oh yeah, that's Patrick Swayze. I'm pretty sure it is.
Oh.
I get him and Kurt Russell confused.
American Pie.
Man, that movie was big and then forgotten about. Time did not do that movie favors.
Yeah, I mean, it was good for what it was, right? And then
yeah. Time passed.
Yeah, no one remembers it. And then I'll just Twister. I put Twister on the list.
Oh yeah, more of a spring movie to be honest with you.
Because that's when tornadoes hit dang there Kansas, man, and dang there spring. Tell you
that's
what.
Not how people in Kansas talk. You know how people in Kansas talk? They talk like me.
Yeah, but you have a twang, man. You have a twang to your voice.
Twang. Oh, I do kind of draw my A's a little bit. I've had people say
Sometimes.
that I was from the South. Athens.
Georgia.
The problem is the only cities that I can think of are the ones. This one's going to be easy. Scottsdale.
Yeah, that's easy. I mean, I can answer it
Tempe.
if you really want me to. Ooh. Tempe's.
kind of slightly cheating. Kind of slightly cheating because it is a suburb of a major city.
I mean, I want to. My first thing is Arizona.
Arizona. Yeah.
Okay.
Suburb of Phoenix.
I mean, that would
Kind
be
of
like
cheating a little bit.
that would be like if I said, "Hey, Warren."
Oh, Michigan.
Yeah, I mean it's a suburb of Detroit, but it still has 100,000+ people.
I'm fascinated by geography. I could do this all day. All day. I'm trying to think.
I like.
Charleston.
Well, I get confused. I don't know if that's in. I'm gonna say South Carolina,
It is South Carolina.
but I don't know. Yeah,
St. Pierre.
well, it's one of those Northeast states.
Uh-uh.
No.
I think it's one of the Dakotas.
Well, there's only one city in North or South Dakota with 100,000 people, and it's Fargo, I think.
Well, I can't even look it up, so I must be completely wrong. Or I can't spell St. Pierre.
Probably.
S-T Pierre?
Do you have anything on your honorable mention?
I don't. I don't know. The only thing that the other ones that I was kind of looking around, people had mentioned Barbie. I've never seen Barbie though.
It's yeah.
Was it this summer? Did it come out in the summer?
2 years ago or a year ago.
Oh, okay.
Barbie's all right. Well,
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end this mercy kill.
you can be my Ken doll.
Oh yeah, I should have stopped it a couple of seconds before that was said.
Why? I think you should be.
I don't even know what that
Your
means.
pretty
Then does that
features.
make you Barbie?
I mean, can you imagine me as a